They disrespected you and immediately paid the price. They didn't see it coming. They were used to ill-treating others, walking over others, disrespecting others, and getting away with it. They do it at work, they do it at home, they do it with their friends, they do it everywhere they go. But this time they messed with the wrong person. You see, there are times when you must be silent. Somebody says something, somebody disrespects you, and you don't give them any time or attention, you say nothing. But there are other times when you must put people in their place. There are times when you cannot help it, and you must respond quickly and immediately. In fact, it happens naturally, it happens impulsively. Somebody disrespected you. Somebody had no clue who they were dealing with, and they said something terrible to you. That person thought they could have controlled you. They acted as if they were in charge of you. Who do they think they were talking to? That person was all about themselves. A narcissist. They don't care how anybody feels. It's all about them. I find that this person was very bold to come at you the way they did, to attack you the way they did, to say what they said, to say what they said about you as you give the video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. But they were saying that, thinking that you would have humbled. You would have said, okay, boss. You would have said, okay, master, you're right. But you found them insultive. You found them disrespectful. And you had to explain to them, hey, that is not the way it works. Hey, you were rude. Hey, I don't accept this. You have to teach people how to treat you very often. You must teach them how to treat you. A lot of people are not teaching these people how to treat them. So they're going about their life disrespecting people, thinking it's okay. But not you. Sometimes you must teach people how to treat you. Certain things you will not tolerate, certain things you will not get away with. I said they came at you, they attacked you, they disrespected you, and they didn't see this coming. They didn't know that when they did that, it would have backfired on them. Because they started feeling ashamed and embarrassed. Because right away they know that they had wronged you. Right away they realized that they were out of place. And that they should have known who they were dealing with. You're not the type of person that they can walk over. You're not a pushover. It backfired on them. They thought they would have gotten what they wanted from you. It reminds me of a situation at a restaurant where I was there with some of my friends, we're musicians, we were talking about music. Somebody was singing a few musical lines. I was doing the same. And this guy all of a sudden, he just came to us and like, oh, whatever. He started shouting and like we were not supposed to have a conversation. Like it's all about him. So I had to put him in his place right away and let him know, hey, this is not your house. This is a public place. Furthermore, this is not the library. If you want to study, this is not the place. Actually, it was a coffee shop. This is not the place. And you can't expect everybody to be as quiet as a mouse all of the time. People will express themselves. It doesn't mean that you're loud all of the time and you're deliberately making noise and, and not considering others. At school, I learned about consideration for others. You must consider others. Part of considering others means to, allow others to be happy a little. Not a little, but to be themselves, to express themselves. It's not all about you. But this guy thought it was all about him. So he doesn't care how anybody feels. So he will just try to bully everybody. Everybody is to keep quiet. Everybody has to keep quiet just because of him. But this is not his house. This is not his coffee shop. He could have said it respectfully. Had he said it respectfully, I'm sure everybody would have toned down a little. But it wasn't even something that was lasting a long time. So he had no tolerance. You had to be there to really understand. Now there are times where you just be quiet and say nothing. But there are times where you let him know, hey, wrong person, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, if you've been through that where people have been disrespectful, where people have targeted you, what happens? It ends up working against them because whatever they send out comes back to them. Because what goes around comes around. They should have respected you and they would have gotten respect. They should have treated you well and they would have been treated well. Let me tell you something. Just because you're a nice person doesn't mean that you allow people to trample upon you. A lot of people will take your kindness for weakness. They do that all of the time. They think that just because you're kind, just because you're nice means you cannot put them in their place or you're a softie. You're just choosing peace. You're just choosing to be calm. Good and bad, everything is within us. We choose what to put out. We can be whatever we choose to be. So just because you're kind, they're taking you for granted. Sometimes you must just leave people alone. Because they take your kindness for weakness. So somebody was thinking that they could walk over you, that they could do whatever they want to you, and you would have tolerated it. But now you put them in their place. Now they are paying the price for what they did. Now they've spoiled their own day. Had they been kind, they would have had a good day. Now they have to think about that. Somebody was there thinking about what you said, realizing how wrong they were, realizing that they should change their ways. For one, somebody put a stop to them, how they should change their ways. And perhaps they had heard it before, but it really sunk in when you put them in their place. And they realize how wrong they were. And they shouldn't have treated you the way they did. They shouldn't have disrespected you. There they were, thinking about it. And even when they went home, they spoke to their family about it. What happened? They were wrong. Somebody disrespected you and thought they would have gotten away with it. Somebody ill-treated you and it backfired on them. There are times when you must be silent. It can backfire on them when you don't say anything. So you must know, you must be discerning, and you will know. For example, road rage. There you are in traffic. Somebody says this, your mother this. Yes, swears at you. Somebody insults you. You don't know this person. You're on the road. Very often, you just leave it hanging. Say nothing to them. That way, they get to think about what they said. The last thing they heard, that is what they're hey, I think an ant just bit me. And that's all right. When you're in nature, these things happen. So like I was saying, this person, they say something terrible to you. Sometimes you just leave it as that and you say nothing. So there they are thinking about the last thing they said. The power of silence, where you do less and accomplish more. Where you say nothing and you accomplish everything. So it doesn't mean that you must always be silent. There's a time and place for everything, and it depends on the context. But at the end of the day, whatever they send out has affected them, is affecting them. The mere fact that they are that type of person is already a problem. The type of person who lashes out at others, who disrespects others. You must respect people. We learn that we should treat the janitor with respect, just like we treat the manager with respect. Because the janitor is important as well. Everybody's important. Everybody's an important person. That person, and for some of you, it's a case where that person didn't even know who they were dealing with. They thought you were a random person. They thought you were ordinary, but you're extraordinary. They didn't realize that they were dealing with an advancing king or queen, the chosen one, the champion that you are. And as soon as they did what they did, instant regret. Somebody instantly regretted the terrible things they said to you, because they didn't know who they were messing with, who they were dealing with. And it started to hurt them right away. They felt the pain right away when they did what they did. They messed with the wrong person. They messed with the advancing one that you are. What goes around comes around. What went around came around. And they reaped what they sowed. Instant karma. It started affecting them right away. The regret. It brought suffering. Because what they did boomeranged. It echoed. It backfired. They disrespected you, and it really affected them. Did I do it to them? Did you do it? They did it to themselves. You were there, all peaceful, living your life happily, doing what you do. And all of a sudden, somebody out of the blue chose to disrespect you. Thinking that they would have had their way, thinking that they would have gotten away with it. But they learned an important lesson. They learned to put respect on your name. They learned that not everybody will tolerate their nonsense. As we hear on this advancing channel, the sun is shining. It's beautiful out here in nature. The birds are singing. And I send you all of this love, all of this light, all of this good energy. I am here to remind you that everything is working out for you. All you do is win. The entire universe is conspiring in your favor. Don't let anybody steal. Don't let the devil steal your joy, like they say. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Let's say something happens and you get angry. That is all right, but you do not stay there. You may feel sad, you may feel bad, somebody insulted you, somebody attacked you, somebody disrespected you. You may feel angry, you may be mad about it. That is all right. The important thing is you do not stay there. You do not allow people to control you. Maybe at first it just hit you suddenly, so the pain was there. But then you remember who you are. You are a happy person. You are all about love, about joy, about peace. So at first you may feel down, but you do not stay there. It's all right to feel down. It's all right. Don't judge yourself. But you do not stay there. You raise your vibration once again. They cannot control you. They can say what they say, but they will not determine how you feel. You will determine how you feel. You are a happy person, and that is who you are. You are a winner, and that is who you are. You're the head, not the tail. That is who you are. You're royalty. That is who you are. You will raise that vibration. You will move up. Because when you're up there, that is where you manifest your heart's desires. That is that is where you get what you want. That is where things work out for you. Somebody came at you full force. Somebody attacked you. Somebody disrespected you. And they really thought they would have gotten away with it. They really thought that was okay. But look what happened. Look how it backfired on them. They should leave you alone and let you live your life as you continue to win. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to reading your comments. Like the video. Hey, if you've watched more than one video, subscribe to the channel. Big up to every member of this channel, every advancing explorer, visionary, and our highest level, advancing luminaries. I appreciate your support for this advancing channel. It means a lot, and those of you who support via super thanks, that means a lot. Hey, love is something, if you give it away, it comes right back to you. It's just like a magic penny. You put it in your pocket and you don't have any. But if you spend it or you give it away, it comes right back to you. So I am thankful. I am thankful. May you receive as much as you give, and even more. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Be blessed. May you manifest your heart's desire. Somebody came at you, disrespected you, and it backfired on them. It worked against them. They hate it, but I didn't do it. They did it to themselves. So it is what it is. Keep winning. As the breeze blows in nature and the sun shines, I am saying thank you so much for watching. My name is Mantius. This is the Advancing Channel. One love. God bless, and all the best.